What's up guys, my name is Stan and today I'm going to make a perfect veg flavorful masala pulao. So first and foremost, very important, take a good quality basmati rice. Okay, now here I'll be taking 1.5 cup of basmati rice. I will wash this rice thoroughly. Okay, now this is very important because you need to remove all the starch or any dust or any husk that is there on the rice. Now if you see in the first wash itself, you will see the starch coming out. You will see the water white, okay, milky. So until your water turns clear, okay, until then you need to wash your rice. Now be very gentle in washing the rice, don't rub it, okay, just gently wash it. We just need to remove all the dirt and the starch from the rice. Now this will help you to get that loose and non-sticky, non-clumpy rice. Now before we cook the rice, we need to soak it for minimum 20 to 30 minutes, okay, so that you get the rice a little fluffier and long. So that's it. It's been 20 to 30 minutes. While the rice was soaking, I chopped all my vegetables. Now I'm ready to start my cooking. So let's begin with heating a good generous amount of ghee. So you can use ghee or oil, anything. So here I'm using a combination of ghee and oil. Okay, a nice generous amount. Once you see that the ghee is hot, okay, the oil is hot, you will start adding the garam masala, the whole garam masala. First goes in 4 to 5 cloves, then goes in cinnamon stick, then I'm adding in 3 green cardamom and 1 black. Okay, the green cardamom was opened, so make sure that you open it. Then goes in, I like to add in star anise because it gives a nice flavor to the pulao. Bay leaves, that's tej patta, and cumin seeds. Okay, as you can see, the ghee is hot, so it starts crackling. And now goes in 2 medium size onion. So I've sliced it. Now we need to fry the onions until they turn light brown. So just make sure that you mix it well. The flame is on medium high. So since we had added the garam masala and the hot oil, it left all its essence in the oil. The oil is infused with all the flavor and essence of the garam masala. So while the onions are frying, you get the nice aroma of that garam masala. Okay, so while the onions are frying, here I'll just crush ginger and garlic. So I've taken 5 to 6 garlic cloves and 1 in ginger. So you can use ginger garlic paste as well. So in goes our ginger and garlic, which I've crushed. So let it fry along with the onion. And since I like the flavor of green chilies, okay, I'm adding in 3 green chilies. Now these are non-spicy one, okay, these are not that spicy. So if you want it spicy, you can add in according to your palate. So if you like your pulao to be spicy, you can add in the spicy green chilies. Okay, so as you can see, the onions have turned slightly brown. Okay, look at this. Okay, now we will add in tomato. So here goes in 1 medium size tomato. Now we need to cook the tomato until it turns soft. So to help that, we'll be adding in salt. The salt will help in getting the tomato cooked faster and getting it soft. Okay, so as you can see, the tomatoes have turned soft. Okay, that's it. Now at this stage, we'll start adding our basic dried spices, and that's turmeric powder around 1/4 teaspoon or just a little more than that. Then goes in coriander powder around 2 teaspoon, and then we'll add in chili powder. So here I'm adding in Kashmiri chili powder. As I said, I like it less spicy, so you can add the red chili powder, the spicy one, if you want. Now just so that the masalas don't burn, I'm adding in warm water. Okay, I'll put the flame low. I'll just let it cook for a while. And now, just to give that nice flavor, okay, some extra flavor, what I'll do is, if you want, you can skip this part, but I like the taste. So this is curd and goes in biryani masala. I'll add in a good 2.5 teaspoon of biryani masala. Now what I'll do is, I'll just whisk it. Okay, whisking will help in breaking the lumps of the curd, and at the same time the masala is evenly spread in the curd. Trust me, this will give you a nice flavor in your pulao. Okay, so just in 2 minutes I prepared this magic ingredients. The masala is fried well here, and now we will add in the curd and yes, the biryani masala. So I put the flame high, and now we'll just fry this well until the curd gets cooked well and oil starts separating. Okay, so as you can see here, the masala is cooked nicely, the oil is separating. Now at this stage we'll start adding our vegetable. Now first I'll be adding in potato because I want the potato to be cooked well. Okay, so we will cook the potato until it's 50 to 70% done. So we'll wait until the potato is 50% done. I'll just cover this with a lid. So it's been 5 to 6 minutes. I'll just open up. Okay, I'll just mix it well. The potatoes have not thoroughly cooked. Okay, it's almost 30%, 30 to 40% cooked. Now at this stage I will add in carrots and beans. Just mix it well. Just make sure if you feel that it's too dry, keep adding water, keep adding warm water little by little. So just make sure that you don't cook the potato or the vegetable fully, okay, because after this we are going to add in rice as well. So while the rice is cooking, the vegetables will cook by itself. So here I'm adding in cauliflower, and then goes in peas. Okay, just mix it well. So at this stage I'll add in warm water. So this is around 2.5 cup of warm water that I've added. Just give it a mix. Okay, now we'll let this come to a boil. Now at this stage you can check the masala and the salt. So I'll just check for the salt. Okay, the salt is little less, so I'll adjust the salt here. Now when you're tasting for salt, just make sure at this stage your salt, like it should be a little salty, because when you add the rice will absorb the salt as well as the vegetable. Just mix it. We'll just let this come to a boil. Okay, so now the potato seems to have cooked 50 to 60%. Okay, now I will add in the soaked rice. So you see, I added 2.5 cup of water, because while adding the rice also there will be water, and while we were making the masala or frying the masala, there was some form of liquid in the masala. So ideally when you're making a pulao, the ratio is 1:2. So if you have 1 cup of rice, you have 2 cup of water. Okay, nevertheless, if in case I feel that the water is less, okay, the water has to be added, I will add it later. So I'll add warm water later if required. So now very gently mix this upside down. Okay, that's it. We'll just let this come to a boil, and we'll wait for this water to reduce and come at the level of the rice. Okay, so as you can see, the water has reduced. I've put the flame low. Now what I'll do is, I've washed this lid. Okay, and I'll take a cloth, cover this lid with the cloth, and just check the water level. Okay, so as you can see, there is water inside, and that will help us estimate the time that we need to cook. So I just cover this with the lid, and I'll put the flame low and keep a thick pan. Keep this over it. So I like to use this dum cooking technique, which is used specially for biryani. Now this helps in cooking the rice evenly, and the flavor is trapped inside. There is less space for the air to go out of the vessel, so all the vapor, all the steam is trapped inside, and it helps it to cook evenly. Okay, also the rice turns out very fluffy. So do try this technique of dum, which is used for biryani. So use it for pulao as well. Okay, so that's it. Just another 5 minutes. I've just added a little water. Okay, so another 5 minutes and my pulao is ready. The rice is also cooked. The vegetable looks cooked as well. Once after 5 minutes, what I'll do is I'll turn off the flame, and very important, before serving, just let it rest for minimum 10 minutes. Okay, the more the better. If you let it rest for around 20 to 30 minutes, the rice will just get fluffier. Okay, so that's very important. Just make sure that you do. So that's it. Okay, our pulao will be ready. Okay, and we will serve it. Alright, that's it. Our mixed vegetable masala pulao is ready. Do try the biryani masala and the curd in the pulao. Okay, that will just take your vegetable pulao to another level. It tastes amazing. It tastes delicious. You can eat this vegetable pulao with papad at the side, or some fryums, or you can also have pickle if you want, or you can make a raita. It tastes amazing. Or you can just solo eat this vegetable pulao. It's amazing. It's delicious. Just try this once, and don't worry if your pulao turns sticky or clumpy or something. Just try it over and over again, and I'm sure you will master it. But do try these technique which I have shown you in this video, and definitely your pulao will taste amazing, and it will look, you will get that perfect texture. Anyways, if you like this video, share this video with your friends and family. Give me a like, leave a comment below what video you would like to see next. Till then, my name is Stan. I will see you next time. Bye bye.